everyone. Welcome to the 420 Smoke Room. We are live on Relevant. If you're listening to this on another platform, definitely check out Relevant. We are sponsored by Relevant. Welcome to Open Mic Night. So how that works is people that join the Relevant app hop on. If they decide, let me go ahead and manage mic now so others can join if they so choose. Alrighty, the mic is open. If anybody would like to join us, feel free to hop on. We would love to hear from you, get to learn all about our fans and what got them involved with cannabis. If anybody is interested in sharing their journey or story with us. So until then, I'm going to go ahead and pick a topic of my own that I definitely wanted to discuss, because I know like the winter time brings wintertime blues or sadness. Have any of you ever dealt with depression? That definitely wants to like be something I talk about, because I know that a lot of us often have medical issues that lead us into depression. So I guess I want to ask, what is something that you guys all do to help get you out of depression or prevent depression? I have a lot of friends right now that are personally dealing with depression, and it's really hard because like sometimes you're dealing with it too. So like it's not like you're able to help everybody at one time as much as you really want to. So I kind of thought maybe we could do like a whole session where we come on and talk about how we got over our depression. That might help a couple other people. So if anybody's interested in coming on and sharing a little bit about their journey with that, I'm definitely open. So it doesn't look like we have anyone who wants to join yet. Let me go ahead and ask. And if you don't know how to get to Relevant, you're going to go to your Play Store, your Google Play Store, or your iTunes Store. Type in Relevant, which is RELEVNT. When you download the app, you're going to create your account. It's free. You join. Then you're going to look for the 420 Smoke Room vibe. And definitely join there. That's where we're at. And then you can participate live with us if you so choose. So let's see if anyone wants to join the live. I just asked. Let's give it a few seconds to hear back. If not, we're going to move forward with what we have next. Anybody rolling up and getting ready to smoke, I definitely advised you during the sesh to hit your dab, hit your bong, hit your bowl, roll your blunt, smoke your joint, whatever it is you prefer. Alrighty, so moving on to the next topic. I am also looking to hear from people who are interested in sharing their story of how they found cannabis and how cannabis changed their medical journey. Firsthand, I definitely went through that. I left like a duffel bag of pharmaceutical medications, and now I'm just on medical marijuana. And I definitely noticed a big change from pharmaceutical to medical marijuana. And pharmaceutical medications definitely played a big role. I definitely would say in my health, whether it was good or bad at times. But medical marijuana changed my health. It didn't just like make me feel good some days or bad days. It completely evolved and changed my health. So I want to hear from others who have experienced that so we can share that with the world. For people who are just finding cannabis, maybe that would be very helpful. You never know. So anybody who's interested in that as well in the future, I'm looking to book them and have them come on. So reach out. So if nobody does decide to join Open Mic Night, I'll just continue giving you some good information and updates and things that we have going on. So that's about all the show will be. And I'm going to try to go back to every Sunday around 8 o'clock, trying to do an Open Mic Night for anyone who's interested. And if anyone shows, they do. And if no one does, then no one does. So next Sunday, we'll be here trying to do the same thing. And in between, we'll still have our regular shows and the regular podcast. But this is a way for people to interact as we grow. And as we continue to develop the platform, this will be a great way for all of us to interact together and have some one-on-one time, or get to mingle a little more one-on-one with some of the other fans. As you guys come on together, you'll get to learn who each other are, things like that, because we can have multiple people on at one time. That's the great thing about Relevant. You can have like as many people joining your live. So, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. It's pretty awesome. And we don't do any censorship over here, so you can talk about cannabis, you can talk about marijuana, you can talk about anything you want. We don't really have like a jail over there, so there's no penalties or issues like where we shut your page, your vibes, or groups down because of your word of choice. So we have freedom of speech over there. So definitely join and check Relevant out. So moving on from that, next topic. Who has ever tried marijuana and gotten sick from it? I haven't really heard very many stories about that. I definitely want to understand those cases. There's a small, rare, percentage of people who tend to get sick on marijuana, or it reacts a little differently to them. I kind of want to hear their story and why marijuana wasn't for them, perhaps. If anybody knows a friend who had an experience like that, definitely reach out. I'm looking to document a little bit more about the cannabis journey altogether as a whole, whether the good side, the bad sides, all of it. Help people educate to help them make their own decisions. When we're self-advocating, the only way that we advocate is by the knowledge we come across and that we've accumulated. So this would be a great way to get some good knowledge out there, or some issues about what to look for in case you react differently, to marijuana. Not everybody responds the same way. Some people get way too high the first time and have a trip, so they get really scared. Some people get rashes, I've heard. And I've heard 1 or 2 people say that it just gives them really bad headaches. But those questions come into play, what were they smoking? What weren't they smoking? Was it good grade of marijuana? Was it used with chemicals when they grew it? A lot of things come into play when you're consuming marijuana. A lot of people just say, oh, it's cannabis, it's okay. But really, where your cannabis comes from is really very important. So for those of you who aren't educated in that department, before you try marijuana, you definitely want to get educated in the aspects of what do you mean chemicals on my marijuana. If you were lost when I said that, you should definitely get a little bit of knowledge there, because you want to make sure that you're smoking good quality bud if you're consuming it for medical purposes, because if there's a lot of chemicals on it, it's not going to have the same effect because you're adding chemicals back into your body and you already have diseases. So that's a little bit different for healthy people. I'm not really sure how that works. I've never been healthy, so I really can't speak on that. But I can speak from the unhealthy side from personal experience. You definitely want to make sure that what you're consuming is good product. So make sure you're shopping at dispensaries that have graded and quality marijuana that has, a standard of testing and, all these good things. So definitely, if you're doing it for medical purposes, I would definitely advise that you go to a dispensary, not your local friend or, whatever you want to call that, that transaction. You definitely want to keep it at the dispensary, for sure. So moving on from that, I pretty much kind of think I hit most of the topics I kind of wanted to discuss while waiting for others to join. It's been about 10 minutes already and no one's joined, so I don't think tonight's open mic night is going to be going down the way we hoped, but that's what happens when you first get back in the pattern. For those of you who don't know, I recently had some medical issues and some family issues come up. So the last, plus the holidays were here, so December and January didn't quite do our open mic night. So I think people forgot about us, but we're going to get back into that pattern, and once we do, more will join. So it was a pleasure for those of you who are listening to the replay. Join us on Sunday nights on Relevant. It'll be live. That's how you get involved with the open mic night. So definitely join us. 420 Smoke Room vibe. Check us out. So everyone, enjoy your night. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I think I've pretty much told you everything I want to tell you. Don't forget, if you're looking at this on YouTube, to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Enjoy your night, everyone.